What if I told you that the most real, powerful, and influential version of you doesn't exist here, in this 3D world of limitations and waiting, but in a dimension of pure potential that you access every single day? This isn't science fiction. This is the shocking truth about your 4D self, the version of you that already has everything you desire. And the key to unlocking this reality was discovered decades ago by a man named Neville Goddard. Neville was a revolutionary teacher who cut through the noise of complex philosophies to deliver one stunningly simple message. Your imagination is not a fantasy. It is the fundamental reality. He taught that what we perceive as the solid, unchangeable world is merely a shadow, a delayed echo of what has already been imagined and felt within. In a world obsessed with external action, Neville's work is a profound call inward to the source of all creation. This is why his teachings are more relevant today than ever. We are constantly bombarded with messages telling us who we should be and what we should need. Neville gives us the ultimate tool for liberation, the understanding that we are not victims of circumstance, but architects of experience. We are not here to wait for our dreams. We are here to bridge the gap between the limitless 4D self and the 3D reality. In this video, we will explore how to consciously connect with that powerful 4D self and allow its reality to transform your world. As we begin, I invite you to simply consider this. What does your 4D self already know that your 3D self has yet to realize? Hold that question gently as we dive in. Think of your imagination not as a tool for escape, but as the ultimate creative studio. It is the 4D workshop where every object, every event, and every circumstance in your life is first designed, prototyped, and approved for manufacturing in your 3D world. This is the core of Neville's revelation. Your imagination is the primary creative force, the cause, and your physical reality is its effect, its shadow. It is not a passive faculty for daydreaming. It is the active engine of your existence. Most of us live our lives backwards. We wait for external proof, a job offer, a bank statement, a partner's affirmation to feel a certain way. We let the 3D world dictate the state of our inner world. But this is like waiting for the shadow to tell the object how to move. It's impossible. The object must move first. Your 4D self, through the faculty of imagination, is that object. When you imagine a scene with clarity and feeling, you are not begging the universe for something. You are issuing a command from the control room of reality itself. This means the power to reshape your life is not a future event. It is a present moment ability. You can harness this power immediately by simply recognizing that every thought, every daydream, is a seed being planted in the fertile soil of your future. The question is no longer if you are creating, but what you are, moment by moment, choosing to create. Are you reinforcing old stories of lack? Or are you authoring new narratives of abundance from the dimension of your 4D self? So I invite you to consider this today. What are you building in your workshop right now? Just for a moment, become the conscious architect of your inner world. Notice the blueprints you are drawing, because what you imagine and feel to be true in the privacy of your mind is the only thing that can ever truly manifest on the screen of your life. So if your imagination is the workshop of your 4D self, what is the specific act that brings a creation off the blueprint and into reality? It is a single, decisive move, the act of assumption. This is the moment you stop designing your desire and you start being it. An assumption, as Neville taught, is not a hopeful guess about the future. It is a state of mind that you accept as an unshakable fact in your present reality. It is the bridge that allows the truth of your 4D self to walk into your 3D world. Think of it like putting on a new coat. You don't look at the coat and hope it fits someday. You simply put it on, and immediately, your entire experience of the world changes. You feel warmer, you look different, your posture might even shift. Assuming the wish fulfilled is exactly like that. You are putting on the state of having your desire so completely that your inner reality, your feelings, your thoughts, your sense of self, shifts to match it. When you assume a state, you are commanding the entire universe to conform to your new, unassailable truth. This is why most people struggle. They visualize, they affirm, but they do it from a place of wanting, not having. They are standing outside the coat, looking at it longingly, The power is in the wearing. The power is in feeling the relief of the debt being paid now, the joy of the relationship now, the confidence of the success now. Your one practice, your most important mission, is to consciously dwell in this feeling of fulfillment until it becomes your natural state of being. For the rest of the day, I invite you to try a gentle experiment. Choose one small assumption, perhaps that you are inherently peaceful, or that your day is flowing with effortless ease. Don't force it. Just gently lean into the feeling that it is already true. Notice how this subtle shift alters your perceptions and reactions. This is why learning to operate from the command center of your 4D self. What is the difference between a thought that floats away and an assumption that builds a new reality? It's the electric current of feeling. This is the secret ingredient, the vital energy that brings the blueprints of your 4D self to life. You can imagine a scene with perfect clarity, but without the vibrational charge of genuine emotion, it remains a silent movie, a picture without power. Feeling is the language your deeper consciousness understands. It is the proof it accepts as real. Think of your desire as a seed in the palm of your hand. Your imagination is the soil where you choose to plant it. But feeling is the life-giving water that awakens it. Without that water, the seed remains dormant, potential unused. With it, a miraculous process of growth is triggered, unseen beneath the surface, until it finally breaks through into your visible world. When you generate the feeling of the wish fulfilled, the deep peace of resolution, the thrilling joy of achievement, the warm security of abundance, you are not asking for something in the future. You are broadcasting a powerful signal to the universe that declares, "This is my current reality." So how do you cultivate this feeling, especially when your outer circumstances might suggest otherwise? It begins with a gentle surrender. This isn't about forcing a state of frantic happiness. It's about accessing a quieter, deeper emotional truth. Close your eyes and ask yourself, if my wish were fulfilled right now, what is the core emotion I would feel? Is it relief? Is it freedom? Is it gratitude? Now for just 1 minute, let go of the how and the when, and simply allow yourself to bathe in that feeling. Breathe into it. Let it radiate from your heart. I invite you to try this now. Wherever you are, take one deep breath and connect to a genuine feeling. G of gratitude, as if your greatest desire has just been granted. Let that feeling be your anchor in this present moment. This is how you charge your visions with creative power. This is how you speak the native language of your 4D self. Have you ever had a dream so vivid that you woke up still feeling its emotions? That powerful, immersive quality is the golden standard for effective mental imagery. It's the difference between simply thinking about your 4D self and actually inhabiting its reality. To build a strong bridge between dimensions, your mental scenes must be more than visual. They must be sensory, emotional, and immersive experiences that feel more real than the world around you. The key to this is engaging all your senses. Don't just see your desired outcome. Step into it. If your scene is receiving exciting news, hear the tone of the person's voice and feel the texture of your phone in your hand. If it's walking through your new home, feel the solidity of the floor beneath your feet and notice the way the light falls through the window. The more sensory details you incorporate, sound, touch, smell, even taste, the more convincingly real the scene becomes to your subconscious mind. This isn't about generating a perfect high-definition movie. It's about capturing the essence of reality with emotional clarity. Consistency is what turns a single vivid experience into a new natural assumption. Revisiting the same feeling-filled scene is like taking the same path through a forest every day. At first, the path is faint and requires conscious effort to follow, but with daily repetition, the path becomes well-worn, clear, and eventually the easiest and most natural route to take. Your nervous system begins to accept this inner reality as your default state, and the 3D world has no choice but to fall in line, reflecting what you have consistently felt to be true. Your practice is to craft a short, potent scene that implies your wish is already fulfilled. Visit this scene daily, preferably in a relaxed state like just before sleep. Make it a gentle, enjoyable ritual of connecting with your 4D self. Persistence in this practice is what dissolves the illusion of separation, transforming a hopeful idea into your unshakable truth. What is the invisible force that keeps the bridge between your 4D self and your 3D world from being completed? It is not a flaw in the design, but the static of mental interference, the blocks of doubt, fear, and a deep-seated scarcity mindset. These are the old programs running in the background of your mind, whispering that the 3D world is the ultimate authority and that your 4D power is just a fantasy. They form the friction that slows the manifestation process to a crawl, making you feel stuck. The most common blocks are doubt, fear, and a scarcity mindset. Doubt is the voice of the 3D self constantly questioning, is this real? Can this work for me? It seeks external validation for an internal process. Fear is the emotional energy of anticipating failure, loss, or disappointment. It's a protective mechanism that ends up protecting you from your own potential. And a scarcity mindset is the pervasive story of not enough time, money, love, or opportunities. This story actively creates a reality of lack because it is a powerful assumption in itself. The first and most transformative step to dissolving these blocks is not to wage war on them, but to simply become aware of their presence without judgment. For the next 24 hours, I invite you to become a quiet observer of your own inner narrative. Notice when a thought arises like, this is too good to be true, or I don't deserve this. Don't try to argue with it or suppress it. Just acknowledge it. See it for what it is. A thought, a habit, a piece of old data, not a truth. This act of compassionate awareness is like turning on a light in a dark room. The shadows of fear and doubt cannot persist when they are seen clearly for what they are. This gentle observation is your first act of reclaiming your power. By recognizing these patterns, you begin to disidentify with them. You realize they are not you. They are just conditioned software that can be updated. This awareness creates the space for your 4D self to step forward and choose a new empowering assumption. So you've noticed the static of doubt. You've felt the chill of fear. The question is, what do you do now? How do you quiet that noise without starting an internal war? The answer lies not in force, but in a compassionate and deliberate redirecting of your focus. Imagine your awareness is a spotlight. Right now, that spotlight might be shining on thoughts of lack, uncertainty, or past failures. The goal is not to break the spotlight, but to gently, patiently train it to illuminate something new. When a wave of doubt arises, meet it not with resistance, but with understanding. Acknowledge its presence. There's that old thought again. And then, with immense kindness, choose a new point of focus. This is the practice of mental discipline. For example, if the thought arises, this will never work for me, pause. Thank your mind for its attempt to protect you, and then consciously redirect your inner spotlight to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Feel the relief, the joy, the certainty as if it's already your reality. You are not lying to yourself. You are consciously selecting a more empowering truth to embody. This redirection is a muscle, and it grows stronger with every single repetition. Another profoundly effective technique is to anchor yourself in a foundation of self-trust. Fear often stems from a feeling of not being capable or worthy of your desire. Counter this by building unwavering self-belief. Place a hand over your heart, take a deep breath, and affirm quietly, I am capable of navigating this. I trust in my own creative power. I am safe to expand. This builds the inner stability needed for your 4D assumptions to take root without being shaken by every passing 3D doubt. Persistence is essential. There will be moments where the old feeling returns. That's not failure. It's part of the process. The practice is to gently return again and again to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. I invite you to reflect on this. What is one doubt that visits you most often? Can you meet that doubt today, not as an enemy, but as a fearful part that needs reassurance? Can you offer it kindness, and then deliberately shift your focus to the peaceful, confident feeling of your 4D self? This is how you transform your inner world from a place of fear to a place of fearless creation. Imagine if you could gently overwrite the old limiting software of your mind with new code of limitless potential. This is the quiet power of daily affirmations. They are not just words, they are the deliberate programming language of your 4D self, used to install a new operating system of belief, one thought at a time. When spoken with feeling, they become commands that shape your assumptions and, by extension, your reality. Let's give life to a few powerful affirmations designed to connect you with the truth of your 4D self. I'll share them slowly. Feel their meaning. Let them resonate within you. I am the architect of my reality, and I choose limitless expansion. My 4D self is my true self, and it is already fulfilled. I effortlessly bridge the gap between my imagination and my reality. I release all old stories and embrace my power to create a new. Every day I align more deeply with the fulfilled version of me. The true magic happens when you weave these affirmations into the fabric of your daily life. They shouldn't feel like a chore, but like a gentle remembering. Write one on a sticky note and place it on your bathroom mirror. Repeat one to yourself during your morning commute, feeling the truth of the words as you speak them. The most potent method is to say them aloud, just before sleep or upon waki. When your conscious mind is quiet and your subconscious is most receptive. Hearing your own voice declare these truths creates a powerful vibrational imprint. Your practice is not to repeat these mindlessly, but to choose one that resonates most deeply and to fully embody its feeling each time you say it. Consistency in this gentle practice is what creates the subtle, yet profound, inner shifts. Notice the small changes, a moment of unexpected confidence, a feeling of deep peace about a situation that once caused anxiety. These are the signs. These are the first vibrations of your 3D world beginning to harmonize with the powerful frequency of your 4D self. Perhaps you're wondering, can this truly reshape a life marked by real struggle? Let me share a story with you. A man felt completely trapped in a cycle of financial lack. Every external signal, bills, bank statements, job rejections, screamed the story of limitation. Instead of trying to fight the 3D world, he turned inward. Every night, he would shift into the state of his 4D self. He didn't just visualize numbers in a bank account. He immersed himself in the feeling of financial freedom. He felt the relief of debts cleared, the security of abundance, the generosity of being able to help others. He fell asleep in that feeling. Within weeks, opportunities began to appear. An unexpected freelance gig, a forgotten refund, a new career path that seemed to open up out of nowhere. Another person carried a deep story of not being good enough for a loving relationship. Their 3D reality seemed to confirm this, attracting unavailable partners. They began to consciously challenge this by dwelling in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. They didn't just affirm, "I am loved." They lived from the state of being a cherished, valued partner. This internal shift changed their energy entirely. They became more confident, more open, and less needy. They stopped seeking love and became the embodiment of it. Shortly after, they attracted a connection that mirrored that exact feeling of respect and adoration back to them. These aren't magical flukes. They are demonstrations of a consistent principle. The mindset was identical, a decision to stop accepting the 3D world as the ultimate authority and to start living from the truth of the 4D self. They persisted in their practice, not as a desperate hope, but as a natural embodiment of a new assumption. Their stories prove that this transformation isn't reserved for a select few. It is available to anyone willing to release their attachment to the current story and persistently align with the feeling of the new one. What in your life feels unchangeable? What if for just 1 week you dared to feel what your 4D self already knows to be true about that situation? If you feel comfortable, I would be honored to hear about your own journey or any questions you have in the comments below. Your story could be the very thing that helps someone else courageously cross the bridge into their new reality. And so, we arrive at the most liberating truth of all. The most powerful version of you is not a future possibility to be earned. It is your present reality, waiting patiently in the limitless dimension of your own imagination for you to claim it. You are not here to beg the universe for change. You are here to announce it from within and to allow that inner shift to reorganize the world around you. The bridge between your 4D self and your 3D world is built not of effort, but of feeling, assumption, and unwavering self-concept. This is not about achieving a single goal. It is about embracing a new way of being, a continuous homecoming to your true creative nature. It's about returning, day after day, to the feeling of the wish fulfilled, until that state feels more authentic and natural than any story of limitation ever could. Be patient and compassionate with yourself on this path. Every moment you choose a new assumption, you are strengthening that bridge. I would love to hear about your journey in the comments below. What did you discover about your 4D self? What shift have you begun to feel? Sharing our experiences creates a powerful community of support, reminding us that we are all learning and growing together. If this video opened a new door for you, please like it and subscribe to the channel. It helps these teachings reach others who are ready to remember their own power. But more importantly, carry this calm certainty with you. Walk into your world today knowing that you hold the ultimate creative authority within. You have everything you need within you to not just meet your reality, but to lovingly, powerfully command it. Thank you for watching.